Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to my Blu-ray update. Got a few releases for this week, including the 3D edition of Wonder Woman, which looks really good. So if you were thinking about getting the 3D edition, it's definitely worth a pickup and has a decent amount of pop. Overall, great color saturation and whatnot, and you're going to be quite pleased with it. And of course, last week I reviewed the 4K edition of Wonder Woman, which looks absolutely spectacular. So highly recommend that edition as well. So anyway, this 3D edition is a 2-disc set. Of course, you get the digital copy included as well. And yeah, this release does not come with the slip for the 3D release. But anyway, in terms of the presentation overall, it has, like I said, a decent amount of pop for the 3D edition, nice color saturation, and sharp with a bit of softness here and there. So overall, I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5 for the picture and a 5 out of 5 for the sound. And this features the Dolby Atmos track, which is in 7.1. And the aspect ratio for this film is in the 2.41 format. My next pickup is the Lionsgate release of one of the greatest film noirs of all time, and that is The Third Man, starring Joseph Cotten and Orson Welles. And yeah, I'm still on the hunt for the Criterion edition, which has been long out of print, and the prices are really expensive, but I'll eventually pick it up if I could come across it for a decent price. That is, if somebody doesn't know that it's out of print and sells it for a low price, that is. But when I picked this up, I didn't realize until later on that StudioCanal actually restored this film a couple years ago in 4K. And I thought that, release was going to be a Region B block, but it turns out it's actually region free. So here it is. So yeah, some of the features on this release is blocked here in the States, and some are not. But at least the movie itself and the commentary track is, not blocked at all. But really beautiful, stunning 4K restoration, and I think this release will do for now. It'll hold me, until I come across that Criterion edition. But yeah, so if you're here in the States and you want this edition, you can definitely pick it up. But yeah, such a great film, such a timeless classic movie. It has a lot of replay value. Really interesting story. So anyway, that is The Third Man. My next pickup for this week is Alfred Hitchcock's The Wrong Man, starring Henry Fonda, released by the Archive Collection. And I'm really happy with Warner Brothers, man. They've been doing a great job releasing some of these classics and really decent looking transfers, and that is the case with this one. It has, the grain intact, overall nice color saturation, and yeah, they kept the print in pretty decent shape, I must add. So yeah, this is Hitchcock's lesser known films, obviously, when you compare it to some of his big films like Psycho or Vertigo and Rear Window, one of my favorites. But yeah, it still holds up pretty well after all these years. Pretty decent thriller. And Henry Fonda does a great job in the role. Plays a family man who is, convicted of something he didn't do. And yeah, definitely worth the pickup. Also ended up getting another film noir for this week, and this one is Roadhouse, starring Ida Lupino. And I've never seen this film, but heard a lot of, decent stuff about it, and that I check it out. And I've been on a pretty big film noir kick this last couple weeks. Been trying to pick up all the decent, film noir movies that are released on Blu-ray. So this one's released by Kino Lorber. This contains a audio commentary plus a Killer Instinct featurette and the trailer gallery. So yeah, I want to see how this compares to the Patrick Swayze film. Probably the only thing that are similar is the title itself. I don't think the story is going to be the same, but we'll see. My next pickup is a French film called The Untouchables, which was released about 4 or 5 years ago. I actually had a chance to see this in one of those art house cinemas and absolutely loved it. It's a really heartwarming story. And yeah, so Omar Sy, he plays this guy who was a caretaker. He takes his job as a caretaker for this older gentleman who is disabled in a wheelchair. And yeah, really beautiful story. So if you like French films and you don't mind reading subtitles, it's definitely worth a watch. So yeah, this one is released by Sony. So anyway, that is The Untouchables. And my last pickup for this week is a film called Men, Women, and Children, starring Adam Sandler. And it's directed by Jason Reitman. And unfortunately, this film is a bit underrated. Actually, I had a chance to see this in theaters back in 2014 and, liked it for what it was. It's a pretty decent melodrama about husbands and wives and, teenage kids and how technology is shaping our lives, either for the good or for the bad. But yeah, if you're curious about it, it's worth a look. You may like it or you may hate it. It's just one of those type of films. But like I said, personally, I enjoyed it for what it was. So anyway, that's my latest pickups, guys, for this week. And as usual, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon in my next update. Take care.